Danfinity here. Any other week, you'd probably hear me do call to actions here or talk about hot fixes or TWIDs and news from the community during the week. This one's going to be a little bit different, just as I got away from that phrase. In all honesty, I didn't know if I wanted to put out an episode this week. For those of you who may not know, Bungie laid off about 8% of its workforce on Monday, including folks like Sam Bartley, who's been a longtime friend of mine. Jenny and I went to go visit the Bartleys before they moved out to Seattle. And they were very welcoming, so sweet. They've always been so nice. And Sam was so excited about the position when they got it. We have Liana Rupert, who was let go, award-winning for their work with accessibility in games. Mark Salvatore. The list is long. I'm actually going to be including a list of all the folks that have been affected by the layoffs that Sammy Cat has compiled. She's been doing wonderful work on Twitter, making sure that word gets out. On my own Twitter account and across socials, I'm going to be sharing any gaming jobs opportunities that I see, because while I'm angry, I feel like that is the least that I can do. There's been a lot of conversation about layoffs over the past week. Some heartless goons are saying, corporate layoffs happen, bruh. Just get over it. And I feel that's disingenuous. And I feel that that's pretty callous to say during a time when so many people have lost their jobs in an economy where it's tough to get a job in the gaming industry in the first place. And not many studios are currently hiring for a lot of positions, because it's possible that they themselves have also gone through layoffs in a year where we have awesome games that are coming out basically every week. We have an industry that is failing its employees week over week. And as a fan of games, as a fan of Destiny, it hurts, it sucks, and it makes me not want to play. I think that sentiment's been pretty well wrung out by the time that this hits. Destiny is the game that got me back into gaming. Destiny has surrounded me with good people, has surrounded me with new friends. It has given me so many opportunities to create in this space that I didn't know were possible. Our collective love of Destiny has brought you to the show in some way, whether you're new to the franchise or you're a longtime veteran playing from Destiny 1. I guess at the end of this, I just want there to be like 4 messages that I want to be very clear on. To Pete Parsons in the C-suite at Bungie, take care of your people. The past year in Destiny, I know a lot of people have been dogging on Lightfall. We've made light of it here in the podcast occasionally. And I know Joe Blackburn has been building back a lot of that trust. According to a Forbes article that was released today, it seems some folks within the company are seeing Joe as somebody who didn't really have any say in the matter. He's been your face and has been trying to build back community trust. So are the entire community team. And the layoffs on Monday, in my opinion, dashed that trust. You have a deeper hole to dig out of now. It's just upsetting and infuriating, especially when you hear things like Pete Parsons said that they let the right people go, or that in this Forbes article by Tassie, management said other levers were looked at to avoid layoffs. When employees asked if one lever was executive compensation, they were told no, and that it would not happen at the company. Look, I get it. Everybody has to have money. I get it. But where's the line of where you trade money for the lives of the people that work under you, the people that you're responsible for, the people that you put in the position to be laid off? To the good devs and workers who are still working at Bungie, I'm rooting for you. I really want the final shape to come out and be this huge splash for the game. It seems like so many people who are laid off were very enthusiastic about the quality of the final shape, even as they were being let go. I will continue to root for you. If you need anything, please let your community know, because what you may lose in work, you've gained an entire community of people, a whole support network around you. To the folks who are laid off, same thing. If there's anything you need, let us know. Like I said, I'm going to continue to retweet job opportunities. I'm going to be checking in with folks that are mutuals. The mutuals that I've checked in with seem to have been hopeful for the future, which is all that you can ask for. For the community playing the game or not playing the game, it's your prerogative. I posted this earlier this week, but everybody grieves differently. Some people are going to play the game to support the devs who are working on the game. Some people are going to uninstall. Some people are going to cancel their pre-orders because they don't want to support the corporate side of Bungie. And I think both reactions are fair and good. as players, we have a few ways that we can speak. We can speak with our wallets, we can speak with our time, and we can share things on social media. However, I don't take that nearly as seriously as either of the first two. Social media, more and more, in my opinion, has turned into a Schadenfreude factory. And it feels bad when I see folks that I've followed for a long time, people that I've considered colleagues, when they feed into that Schadenfreude cycle. It's tough. I don't actively want to root against anybody, especially the people that make the thing that was a conduit for me to meet so many of you. I guess my only ask here is that in this time, we try to be kinder. We try to help where we can instead of just dogpiling. I also hope that the folks who work on Final Shape, whether you are at Bungie now or were laid off on Monday, that you get your name in the credits, because I understand that that's where you get work by the games that you've shipped. If you put work in, your name should be in the credits, and I hope that they are. I also want to see more of the gaming industry unionize, because layoffs like this suck. In an entertainment industry that has so much money pouring into it, there's got to be some way to collectively bargain. There's got to be some way to head this off at the pass so folks' livelihoods aren't affected. That's it for the episode this week. If you're listening to the show, if you continue to listen to the show, I want this to kind of set the tone, I think, for the next few panels. I think it's going to be hard to talk about Destiny in any real sense as a community, as a creator, without this shade over the game. And I feel like it's something that's going to be brought up for quite some time. And while it's not been confirmed by Bungie, but it seems to be confirmed internally amongst anonymous sources to various outlets, it seems like the final shape is going to be pushed back to June 2024. I don't mind that so much, just because I hope that that means a better quality game. But I know that stopgap in between is going to be rough on the community. It's going to be rough on a lot of people internally too. Just last thing before I go, I'm going to include a link to all the articles that came out this week from IGN, from Forbes, from Bloomberg. I'm going to include links to all of them in the show notes, as well as the Bungie Our Path Forward post, which I'm sure for the person who wrote it, it had to be hard to write, given everything that's gone on this week. Be well, be kind to each other, and I hope you find what you're grinding for.